So you decided to start a whiskey collection. The real question is, where do you begin? Most people will tell you start off with the 5 whiskeys you can't live without. While those are nice to have, those are down the road sippers because they leave out one essential element. You, more specifically, your palate. We jump on YouTube deep in our whiskey journey and we tend to forget what it's like to not be one with our palate. So we end up sending you guys on a wild goose chase for unicorn. Not to mention there are hundreds of options out there. By the time you go to the store to find a bottle, you'll be ready to quit before you get started. But here's the thing. Not about chasing the rarest bottles you can find, breaking the bank. It's about discovering your palate, exploring new flavors, building a collection that reflects what you like to sip and what you like to share. Tonight, I'll walk you through 5 bottles that are perfect starting points for building a whiskey collection, regardless of where you're starting. I'll also explain how each bottle helps you better understand what you enjoy. Let's get ready to catch them all like Pokemon. This is Cynple Whiskey Show.
Cynple whiskey, Cyncere. Here to keep it 100, what's the ABV? Keep it simple. Cynple whiskey, be sweeter.
Welcome back to the Cynple Whiskey Show. I'm Cyncere, and tonight we're kicking off the ultimate beginner's guide to starting your whiskey collection. We'll cover 5 must-have bottles for affordability, sippability, and flavor diversity. Each bottle will introduce you to unique characteristics that make whiskey so versatile. If you're excited to start your collection, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which will be the first bottle you plan on picking up. All right, let's get to it. Fresh off the allocated list here in Virginia, started off as a Friday night pour early on for me and has made its way to daily sipper in the past few months. Buffalo Trace Bourbon. This is a 90 proof crowd pleaser from the legendary Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's very approachable, widely considered to be one of the best entry-level bourbons on the market. Flavor profile features caramel, vanilla, hints of ripe apple, with just enough oak to remind you that it's been aged in barrels. What makes Buffalo Trace special to me is its balance. Not too sweet, not too spicy, just smooth and easy sipping. And at around $30 a bottle, it's affordable, making it the perfect way to start your bourbon journey. Plus, once you're ready to branch out, Buffalo Trace family tree includes some legendary bottles like Eagle Rare, Blanton's, Weller, and Stagg. But for now, this bottle is a fantastic foundation for your collection. Next up, I believe this bottle is the first bottle that I had in my collection. Elijah Craig Small Batch, coming in at 94 proof. Elijah Craig is produced by Heaven Hill Distillery and often referred to as the original small batch of bourbon. It's richer and a bit more robust than Buffalo Trace, with notes of caramel, vanilla, baking spices, and toasted oak. What I love about Elijah Craig is you can sip it neat, mix it in cocktails, or compare it to other Heaven Hill products like Larceny or Henry McKenna. Priced at around $35, it's a great bottle to deepen your understanding of bourbon, especially if you enjoy a little bit of oak or extra spice in your whiskey. Now let's crank up the proof with Wild Turkey 101, a bottle that's as iconic as its name. 101 proof, this bourbon has a bold flavor profile featuring caramel, vanilla, a heavy dose of toasted oak. I also get a cherry note on this one, and this was my original daily sip. It's got a spicy kick and a great choice if you're curious about spicier bourbon. What's amazing about Wild Turkey is its value. For around $25 a bottle, you're getting a whiskey that punches way above its weight class in flavor and complexity. This is a bottle that teaches you to appreciate higher proof bourbons without overwhelming your palate. Wild Turkey also has a few siblings worth taking a peek into once you get started. Wild Turkey Rare Breed is one of my favorites, and Russell's 10 Year is also a great bottle to have if you like Wild Turkey. All 3 are usually readily available as well. Now on to one of my all-time favorites. This one is a little bit different. Old Forester 1910. This is part of Old Forester's Whiskey Row series, and it's known for its unique double barrel aging process. At 93 proof, the flavors are rich and dessert-like with notes of caramel, chocolate, maple syrup, and toasted oak. It's smooth, decadent, and perfect for anyone who enjoys sweeter bourbon. At about $55, it is a step up in price, but well worth it if you want to experience the complexity that double barrel aging can bring. This bottle also opens the door to exploring the other Old Forester expressions like 1920 Prohibition Style, which is an amazing pour considering it's also readily available. Finally, let's switch gears with the rye whiskey. Sazerac Rye, aka Baby Saz. Also produced by Buffalo Trace, this 90 proof rye introduces you to the world of spice-forward whiskeys. Rye whiskeys like Sazerac are fantastic for cocktails, especially classics like the Manhattan or Old Fashioned. At around $30 a bottle, it's an affordable way to explore the unique characteristics that rye grain can bring to whiskey. And if you find yourself loving rye spice, you can dive deeper into ryes like Rittenhouse, Pikesville, or Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. And there you have it, 5 bottles to kick off your whiskey collection. You got Buffalo Trace for balance, Elijah Craig Small Batch for richness, Wild Turkey 101 for bold spice, Old Forester 1910 for sweetness and complexity, and Sazerac Rye for a journey into the world of rye whiskey. The key to starting your collection isn't about having a shelf full of bottles. It's about discovering what you love, learning the nuances of different styles, and building a foundation that makes every new bottle an adventure. If you are just starting your whiskey journey, let me know in the comments below which bottle you'll be picking up first. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, take a look at last year's video I did on starting the collection. There's even more recommendations in there as well. And remember, life is a lot like whiskey. Explore it day to day or sip by sip. And until next time, keep it simple. Cheers.